This is gonna blow your mind. US presidential elections are some of the most pivotal events in history. They shape the future of not just the United States but the entire world. Every 4 years, the nation holds its breath as candidates battle it out for the highest office in the land. Get ready to be amazed by some of the most intriguing and unexpected events in American political history. From the earliest days of the Republic to the modern era, elections have been filled with drama, controversy, and surprises. Did you know that the US presidential election process has had some of the most incredible, unexpected, and even downright bizarre moments in history? There have been elections decided by a single vote, and others where the popular vote didn't match the Electoral College outcome. Imagine the tension and excitement as millions of Americans head to the polls, casting their votes in a process that has evolved over centuries. From the first televised debates to the use of social media, the way we elect our leaders has changed dramatically. From record-breaking turnouts to presidents who defied all odds, these elections are a testament to the resilience and unpredictability of democracy. Stay tuned as we reveal the most mind-blowing facts about US elections that will leave you speechless. Whether you're a history buff or just curious about the democratic process, this journey through election history is sure to captivate and inform. Let's start with the 2020 election. Did you know it had the highest voter turnout in 120 years? Over 159 million Americans cast their votes, making it the most participated election since 1900. But that's not all. The turnout was a testament to the power of democracy in action. Did you know the closest electoral vote in history happened back in 1876? It was a fiercely contested election that left the entire nation on edge. Rutherford B. Hayes won by just one electoral vote, an incredibly narrow margin that shocked everyone at the time. 185 to 184, every single vote counted in this nail-biting finish, beating Samuel Tilden in a race so close it was nicknamed the stolen election. Tilden had actually won the popular vote, making the outcome even more controversial. And if you think that's crazy, just wait. The aftermath of this election led to significant changes in how future elections were conducted, forever altering the political landscape. This led to the Electoral Count Act of 1887, which aimed to clarify and streamline the electoral process, ensuring such a contentious outcome would never happen again. Let's rewind to 1960. The first ever televised presidential debate took place between John F. Kennedy and Richard Nixon. Many say Kennedy's charismatic presence on TV helped secure his victory. Imagine, an election influenced by television. This was a game-changer for how candidates campaigned. The power of television was undeniable. Fast forward to 2020, where history was made again. Joe Biden, at 77, became the oldest president ever elected, while Kamala Harris broke barriers as the first female, Black, and South Asian vice president of the United States. This election was truly historic in many ways, marking a new era in American politics. And speaking of breaking records, the 2020 election was the most expensive in U.S. history, with over $14 billion spent by candidates, parties, and outside groups. To put that into perspective, that's more than double the amount spent in 2016. This unprecedented spending reshaped the landscape of political campaigns, making it a historic event in U.S. elections. But that's not the only thing that made 2020 unique. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, more than 65 million Americans cast their votes by mail, a first in such massive numbers. The election was unlike any other in history. This unprecedented shift changed the landscape of voting forever. Now let's talk about Grover Cleveland, the only U.S. president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms. That's right, Cleveland was both the 22nd and 24th president. Imagine being president, taking a break, and then coming back to do it all over again. It's a unique feat in American history. In 1972, Shirley Chisholm made history as the first Black woman to run for the presidential nomination of a major party. Her courageous campaign paved the way for future candidates of color and set a powerful precedent for diversity in politics. Shirley Chisholm's legacy continues to inspire generations. But not all elections are straightforward. In 1824, John Quincy Adams became president despite losing both the popular vote and the electoral vote to Andrew Jackson. The House of Representatives had to step in and make the final decision. Talk about a twist in the tale. This unexpected outcome shocked the nation and set a precedent for future elections. And did you know, in 1912, Theodore Roosevelt ran as a third-party candidate under the banner of the Progressive Party, also known as the Bull Moose Party? He managed to win an impressive 27% of the popular vote and secured 88 electoral votes. This remarkable achievement marked the last time a third-party candidate had such significant success in U.S. elections, highlighting just how unpredictable and dynamic these races can be. Roosevelt's campaign left a lasting impact on American politics, demonstrating the potential influence of third-party movements and the shifting tides of voter sentiment. His bold move in 1912 remains a fascinating chapter in the history of U.S. presidential elections, showing that even against the odds, a determined candidate can make a significant mark. The 1920 election was monumental, as it was the first time women across the country could vote, thanks to the 19th Amendment. This was a giant leap forward in the fight for equality, and forever changed the face of American democracy, paving the way for future generations of women to participate in the electoral process. And here's a fun fact. The youngest voting age in U.S. history came in 1972 when the 26th Amendment lowered the voting age from 21 to 18. This change empowered millions of young Americans to participate in the democratic process. The youth vote has been a crucial part of elections ever since. Lastly, let's not forget Richard Nixon, the only U.S. president to ever resign from office. Amid the Watergate scandal, Nixon stepped down in 1974, marking one of the most dramatic moments in U.S. political history. His resignation was a pivotal event that reshaped American politics forever. If these facts blew your mind, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. At Knowledge Hub, we dive deep into history, politics, and more, bringing you the most fascinating stories that shaped our world. We uncover the hidden gems of the past and explore the events that continue to influence our present. See you in the next video.